how much risk was in that system, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again, again and again and again, again and again.
That's a scam!
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again. No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew how much risk was in that system, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again and again and again and again and again again and again and again again and again, repackaged and re-leveraged again and again again and again and again again and again.
That's a scam!
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of like elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important.
No one knew how much risk was in that system. Bilateral, bespoke, non-reported transactions. No one knew.
Lovely internet friends, welcome once again. Episode 153. I think I made a mistake on the title. I have some stupid thing in my teeth. I'm trying to take it off. So I'm sorry for the weird start. How is everybody doing? How are my fellow Solana holders doing? How is my crypto family doing? We had a small pump on Sol the past few days. It was cool. It was nothing crazy, nothing that will change the ecosystem and the market. It's really, these things come and go. It's not on some important news. Nothing really happened. People started texting me, hey, why is Solana 7% up while Ethereum is 2%? All these things don't really matter. We're gonna be going up and down without any news. Lovely friends, I have some. I know some people that got ragged a couple of days ago. It's insane. After so many years into the Solana ecosystem, when you know which teams are working, you know what to look at. I'm impressed how people lose their money still during the peak bear market. People still cling on the hope. So what do I want us to do today? Of course, talk about the rug in Degen City and Solblins, or whatever these things are called. I found a couple of Gen 3 barrels, another rug, right, my friend Badano? Obviously, soft rug. Nah, I mean, I'm exaggerating to make a point. The guys, the SMB guys are not ragging. It's just a quiet period for crypto. But we can definitely talk about that and talk a little bit about hopes in the NFT market, NFT holder hopes. Let's discuss a little bit the hopium that fuels those NFT holders. Cheers to everyone. So what do I want to start with? Let's talk about the rug, which is pretty. Not that big, but pretty strange in my eyes that this is still happening. Let me get the mic slightly closer. I'm drinking Kaiser. For those that are wondering, no alpha today. So I'm drinking Kaiser. Cheers to everyone. So, Degen City Solblins. A project run by the same team, person, I'm not sure, doesn't matter. They racked about $50,000 in Solana, so that was about 2,100 Solana. Where we are, we're 2,100 Solana is only 50K. Back in the day, that would be over $300,000. And I'm pretty sure that the whole commotion, the whole rumor of this being an amazing project, obviously came hand in hand with the mini pump Solana experienced. So the moment a coin pumps, we see all the grifters, the scammers, the snake oil salesmen trying to push their social media narrative where they have you have to really hurry to get into some pre-sale. You have to really hurry to claim an airdrop. You have to really hurry to do something. Of course, you need to hurry because if you really pay attention and you go slow, you're gonna catch them. So they always focus on being hurry. So if someone is urging you to do something extremely fast, be cautious. There's a reason that person is pressuring you to do something fast without having the time to actually do your due diligence, to actually verify that the addresses, the wallets, the programs, the extensions, everything are what they say they are. So let's talk a little bit about the Soblins project. Let's follow a thread by Sol Homey, a pretty awesome gentleman here that has a nice thread. So let's go to the main desktop. Here we go. So Ragged 50k, as we said, 2100 Solana. I'm pretty sure you've seen these guys, the Soblins. This was a shitty project that launched like a limited amount of Solana goblins for 2 Sol a piece. So yes, here it is. Soblins was a project that was launched more or less 3 months ago with nothing new and no innovation, but with some hype. They managed to sell a collection of 777 NFTs with a mint price of 2 Sol. And nothing happened in the 3 months that followed. So the price was obviously going down, no announcements, no nothing, no innovation, there's no reason for anything to go up if nobody's building behind it. 3 days ago, this Degen City project popped and started promising amazing things with new innovation in the gambling scene, and with, of course, what everybody claims, all NFT legit or non-legit, they claim that we will share revenue with the NFT holders. Like, guys, in any scenario, even if it's a coin, even if it's an NFT, doesn't fucking matter. If someone is promising you revenue sharing, you have to be cautious. Like, I love revenue sharing. I'm looking for decentralized finance projects that have some kind of revenue sharing function on their platform. But I want to see volume in their platform. I want to see how they've navigated through this is a security hurdles of the space. Because if you're promising a revenue share, that immediately makes the security, since the holder can receive financial benefit without any effort, without any work. The only thing they need to do is buy early and hold. Then this totally resembles a security. It fails the Howey test, and most probably in a court of law it would be deemed as a security. So if this platform that you are investing that is promising revenue share gets, like, even if it's legit, if it grows massive, and by massive I'm saying up to par with a regular non-crypto related business, that a social media that actually does well, or an online casino that actually does well, I don't know, Poker Stars or something like that, and they are actually revenue sharing, they'll all go to jail and there's not going to be any revenue sharing. For sure. Especially if they allow revenue sharing in the US. There is absolutely no way anybody's revenue sharing in the US. So if a project is promising revenue sharing, be careful. Not saying it's a scam, just be extra careful. So the platform being an online casino, I know what you're thinking, but here is out. What makes this casino different? Of course, this is not a traditional online casino you've seen done countless times by multiple projects that come and go. The Gen City aims to come into the massive scene that is the gambling industry by making a casino a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found in other online casinos. So far, it says nothing. It says we're gonna do things better and we're going to be awesome. We aim to achieve this by making our casino operate offline whilst offering an online experience. Like, it doesn't say how they're gonna do that. An offline online casino. Come on, what's going to be? A sync? Come on, what the fuck? With an account created more or less 3 days ago, the project would have a supply of 2,222 NFTs and with a public mint price of 2.5 Sol. The project's main idea was to be an innovative casino that would have a revenue share for the holders of its NFTs. Very innovative, right? I don't think we've ever seen this before. Interesting fact, on the same day that the project account was created, the pre-sale started. So the guys announced and opened the vaults for the lovely internet people to deposit their hard-earned money. The Gen City team was now, the same team behind the Soblins project. The team used several tactics to get what they wanted, and some of them are, for example, the announcement that it would be a casino with revenue share. It used the same name, Legacy Z, as a minor investor in the project. So Legacy is an investor in many popular Solana projects. So having him on board on their cap table was something which kind of eased the fears of other smaller fish, other investors. So you see the big daddy, the deep-pocketed Solana guy entering in. I mean, that should tell you something. Of course it shouldn't. Of course it shouldn't, because these things are very easy to manipulate. It's very easy to say, hey, we have this guy on the cap table, but keep it secret. Unfortunately, this guy's rugged, so anybody that actually bought into this new online casino just lost their money. And of course, as every good rug project does, they deleted all their social media, they deleted all their Twitter accounts and Discords, they deleted their personal accounts. Of course, the team was anonymous. Now, a casino with revenue sharing that announces and mints the same day, and all this operated by an anonymous team, what other kind of flag do I need to actually show you? And here is Legacy Z saying that, hey, that was not me. They're using my name to push the project. I did not invest in this. I did invest in Soblins, but not in this. Yeah. So he said that that was not the case. And within the same day, they left. In total, the main adders collected over 2,100 Solana, something around 50k. And yeah, lesson not learned. Like, of course, lesson not learned. It says, lastly, we'd like to extend our condolences to those affected by the Gen City rug. As a testament to our dedication to maturing and growing the Solana blockchain and ecosystem, we're giving away 25 Majin NFTs. So there is OX Majin is giving some NFTs to those affected, 1 per person. Thank you, but unfortunately, once again, Aki Samano is asking if this was if he said that Legacy Z said that before or after the rug. So he said it during the rug. So the moment it needs some time in order to reach their ears. In the meantime, in the time between when the project announced that Legacy Z is one of their investors, and until Legacy Z denied that claim, they had dragged, and that was it. I can't fit it in my mind well. Like, I don't understand how people jump on the first opportunity to make money from someone that is promising vague plans, like an anonymous team. And it all starts because Solana went up more than the rest of its competitors. So the day that Solana went, what maybe it was over 10%, maybe it went up to like 13-14%. We went from 18 to 24 or something like that. And everybody jumped to send their Solana. I'm baffled on how. How do people get the confidence to invest in such a thing? We've done the gen things, but you're not doing it. You're not gonna be the first person to catch the following knife. Like, let someone else be the first mover in these kind of things. It's okay if you buy on the secondary. It's really okay. And if you're buying on the primary market, if you are on the IDO, on the ICO, if you are in the mint date, if you're all this shit, you have to understand the extra risk you are taking. And just because everything is squeezed into very precise time slots, and the mint opens and then it's attacked by bots and by multiple wallets and many people, and hundreds of transactions are happening every second on that specific platform, which, yes, the Solana blockchain can process up to 35 over 50,000 transactions per second. Yes, all this shit. But if all the calls are happening from one RPC, then it's obviously going to lag. So everybody has a terrible experience. So everybody gets this kind of anxious feeling of, hey, it's now or never, I need to get in. But you don't. You really don't. You can buy at double the price on the secondary. Like, think about it. Are you day trading NFTs? Are you going to sell an NFT for a 20% increase and then rebuy it when it drops? Are you really using this kind of NFT LPs where you actually market making NFT collections? Like, we've seen that Tensor offers this service. I am extremely against. Just because you're entering a deeply illiquid market, and I'm trying to find the correct words, because, guys, you understand that you're buying a Solana NFT. Like, you really have to kind of process the layers of risk that you are accepting. You are, first of all, saying that the NFT standard that you are using, that you are holding, is going to be relevant. Number one. Second, Solana is going to be relevant. Third, that specific NFT that you chose is going to do something, is going to be, I'm going to use the word relevant because it encompasses all the development, roadmap. It just stays relevant, stays ahead of the curve, keeps on shipping and building. So you're doing, the general crypto scene needs to pump, Bitcoin needs to pump, altcoins need to pump, NFTs need to pump, your specific Solana needs to pump, and the specific NFT on Solana needs to pump as well. So this is the ladder of risk that you are descending. And so even if you really think that this project is going to do well, and if you're thinking that, if you're hoping that this is going to actually offer you some kind of financial freedom, then just wait and spend double the money for that. Like, achieve half the financial freedom. Can you achieve half? You should not aim for the whole of it. Just do half now, half later. You don't need to be the first. You're going to get scammed like everybody else. Like everybody that tries to be first in these things, it really fucks up. So yeah, that's the latest scam on Solana. The Gen City, the same team behind the Soblins. Yeah, it doesn't really roll easily on the tank at all, actually. Like, maybe all these guys are just buying some kind of lottery ticket, hoping that, hey, it's okay if I spend $100. I bought a lottery ticket. It's so easy to avoid spending those $100. Like, so easy to avoid spending that money. Oh my god, I feel bad. I feel bad because someone close to me that's really into NFT, and no, it's not Alex Pertz. Obviously, Alex Pertz is a master on these things, but he was a knowledgeable person. I can't reveal my. Many of you follow him, by the way. He was a very knowledgeable person. I don't understand how he bought into this. He watches Whale's Tales as well. I see the Badano is asking a very interesting question. He's asking me if I am DCAing on any coin. If I am started buying coins, and as the price drops, I'm buying more. So this is called dollar cost averaging, DCA. So the idea here is, if you buy an asset at X amount and the asset drops by 50%, so it cuts the price in half, the market drops, you're gonna buy more, you're gonna buy double that. So your average price is of buying in is also lower, because if you buy X amount at price X and then buy double the amount at X over 2, then even if the asset you invested dropped, then your investment stays at the same amount of the same dollar value. So the idea is, as the asset price drops, you are buying more at lower prices, hence lowering your average buying price. So this is DCA. Everybody knows that. Now, I do not DCA. And I think that this is a philosophical kind of stance. Other than the fact that I'm holding a lot of stables, we did very well on the last market cycle, and we actually sold at a local top. Let's put it like that. It was not the absolute top. Nobody sells at the absolute top. Only the very few lucky ones. But it's impossible to time it. I do hold a lot of stables, but that's not the reason I'm not DCAing. I do not DCA in general. I kind of feel that, and don't take this personally at any point, that is an easy way to remember things. DCA is for losers. And literally, that's the case. You're buying a losing asset, and you're throwing more money into it, hoping that you are right and everybody else is wrong. The universe is wrong and you are right. I prefer to cut my losses. I'm on that school of thought where you need to put money to assets that are generating money for you. Because you have a limited balance sheet. Your balance sheet is not endless. You're not some institutional. You're not some kind of bank or pension fund. You have limited amount of money, which means that every time, not Cylon, yes, only the Ethereum Foundation sells at the Pico top. Of course, Charles Hoskinson as well sells at the Pico top. Not Charles Hoskinson. LTC, where is Litecoin? He was so cool. Charlie that sold all his Litecoin. Yeah. Nobody sells at the Pico top, only the insiders. If you're an insider or if you hold all the amount that is going to actually dump the price, then yes, you are selling the Pico top. You are the Pico top. You are the tip of the iceberg. But let's go back to DCA. So I think DCA is for losers. And what happens with your limited balance sheet is, in order to actually DCA, is you're going to have to liquidate something else in order to DCA. Or you're going to use your stables bag, which is a bag you're waiting to do something else with it. Maybe invest in some new project, because you're DCAing usually onto old shit. Like on shit that you're losing. So what happens usually, and I'm not saying you are doing it. Usually what happens is people buy something, investors buy a bunch of coins. Some coins go up, some coins go down. So what are these investors usually doing? Because they think they can be correct on everything. They are right. They are smarter than the market. They are smarter than the investor with the inside information. They are smarter from the investor with the endless balance sheet. They're just smarter and faster than even the bots. So these guys, what do they usually do? They sell something that makes them money. So you did well on that coin. You're like, yes, bravo, whale's friend. You did well on this coin. Take some profit. And I take some profit. And then I add that profit into my stables bag. And what do? Do I actually DCA on the loser? So what happens is I'm transferring money from a winning asset, transferring that money to a losing asset. So I'm selling a winner to buy a loser. And my only driving force on this one is that I do not make mistakes. The only reason I'm DCAing on the loser, because my conviction is extremely high. Why my conviction is extremely high? Even if the project is good, even if the project is good, if you're DCAing, you obviously believe it's good, or you are burned by that thing and you're just putting money into a bottomless pit. So I do not DCA. I will buy whenever there is a solid trend reversal. I do not want to be the best investor that bought the bottom. As I'm never the best investor that sold the top, on the same exact reasoning, I will not be the first investor that buys the bottom. I do not want to catch the falling knife. I'll let you buy the bottom. And let the price grow 20, 30, 40, 50. Let it double up. And then I'll come in. When I'm buying something, when I'm buying an asset for my portfolio, I'm usually doing macro investing. I'm investing in the general game of musical chairs, of market cycles, of if your shitcoin on that layer 1 blockchain pumps, you can win a lot by holding the shitcoin, but you can still win quite a lot, maybe not as much, but with way less risk if you're actually holding the layer 1 token. So if you're buying some shitcoin on Solana, in order for that shitcoin to make you serious money, and I'm saying serious money, you need 10x, you need 100x, you need 1000x. That's serious money. Then you don't really care if you bought that shitcoin $10 or $20. Since you're not gonna sell it before it crosses the $100 mark. Didn't we say 10x? We said 10x. Which means if I bought Solana at $20 or bought Solana at $40, if I'm not willing to sell them before the $200 mark, then it doesn't matter. Let me make that difference. Let me make 200 minus 40. And you took the risk, you can make 200 minus 20. So yes, the Badano got it right. I'm waiting for capitulation confirmation to buy, but put it in a different wording. I'm waiting for solid trend reversal. Capitulation, it's very hard to catch signs of capitulation. Like, I thought we had capitulated months ago. I thought we capitulated when Shopify extension included Solana and nobody said anything. When Visa decided to use the Solana blockchain as a clearing layer, nobody said anything. So, capitulation, how can you confirm capitulation? How can you confirm the solid trend reversal? And this is, you can confirm it by looking at charts. Astrology for men. Haven't we talked about that? Looking at charts and then predicting the future using the past. Like, for real now. But in all jokes aside, that's one of the very few things that charts and graphing charts can actually help you with. The trend reversal. And yes, this is like, you can use many indicators. You can use like all these moving averages, all this Fibonacci shit. You can use all these things. Of course, you should not use one of them. You should use many of them. And once all the signs point to a trend, you don't even need charts. Like, I'll tell you, Solana goes to $40, trend reversal. I don't need to look at any graph. Solana crosses 40, 38, 35, 37, something like that. I call it trend reversal. And that's when I buy some Sol. And I have a lot of Sol. A lot of Sol. That's when I will buy some Sol. And trust me, lovely friends. Trust me, lovely friends. I will let you know. The moment I buy Solana, I'll let you know. I'm not selling Solana, by the way, but I'm not buying Solana. And to anybody that has been asking me, wait for me. Like, if you're asking me for my opinion, the answer is no, do not buy Solana. Why is the answer no, do not buy Solana? Because I am not buying Solana. Not because Solana is not a good blockchain. Not Solana is not a good place to build or it doesn't have any future or anything. No. I'm not recommending to buy Solana because it would be disingenuous to actually tell you, now is the time to buy Solana. If that was the case, why am I not buying Solana? The Badano is saying, I'm only buying BTC every week. That's pretty cool, man. I totally approve of you buying BTC. I totally approve of anybody buying a little bit of Bitcoin. I don't think you should have your portfolio in crypto if you're not holding any Bitcoin. I think, and of course on a hardware wallet. It's important. It's important. So yeah, buying a little bit of stuff is a good thing, but I do not call this DCA. No, I do not call this DCA. Buying a little bit of Bitcoin every week. That's saving money, man. That's good. That's what you should be doing. But DCA means that you are keeping your average investment, your median entry point at the same level. By always buying more if the price has dropped and selling some if the price has gone up. So yeah, buy Bitcoin for sure. but don't look at the price. If you have some money spare and you think that, hey, I don't need to spend this money in Pokemon cards, ice creams, and rugs for the house, I'll just buy some Bitcoin and I will keep it in my hardware wallet. Hardware wallet. So yeah, I've been buying some Ethereum. I don't call this DCA. I've told you many times that I have this Ethereum phobia, where I always feel I do not have enough Ethereum. Just because at some point in my crypto career, I had thousands of Ethereum, I lost them all, I spent them all, and now I always feel I do not have enough Ethereum. So I'll buy an Ethereum here, I'll buy half an Ethereum there, I'll buy a little bit. And slowly my bag grows. It will never be the same as back in the day, but it still grows. Catford is asking, what kind of wallet am I using? So I'm using a NanoLedger X, and I keep it in a blast-proof case. Look at this case. So what you do is you unscrew the lid, and it has a beautiful socket here, so it doesn't move around a lot. And here it is. You see the thing, and it's one of the new ones where it's orange. Look at this. It's orange, and as you see, it's pretty cool because you add your pin, and it's Bluetooth. It doesn't need a cable. And it works so well with mobile wallets. So what you do is you pair your NanoLedger X via Bluetooth to your phone. I use Solflare mobile at the same time at this point in my life. I don't know if this is it's gonna last. I've had some issues. Maybe I need to message Vidor because 2 days ago I could not sign transactions via Ledger on Solflare mobile. But yeah, I will try it again. And it's such a seamless, awesome experience. So I am using Ledger. I want to try more hardware wallets. So if you have any suggestions, if you want me to check something, I'll gladly order it. I'll gladly pay around. I know Trezor has. I know the KeepSafe something. KeepSafe I think is called. They also are working with the Solana Foundation. So it works. I see Taki Sol and his dirty mind says it also conveniently fits into places. I wouldn't call this conveniently, man. I don't know what kind of rocket turds you fire, but this is fucking scary. Keystone, yes. Keystone is one of those wallets that I've seen quite a lot lately. Like being presented, I've seen people tweeting about it. I saw Papadin. He showed me one. He still had it in the plastic foil in the closed box. I see you're all fixating with that going up someone's bum. Yes, it's possible. With a little bit of lube, it would work. Oh my god. My god. So no DCA, no... The Badani says, I thought DCA was invest some amount at a regular interval. That's saving. That's called saving. DCAing is you need the size of your investment is calculated by the price change. That's DCA. Let me check on this beautiful chat. People I know people don't have any questions anymore. Like you're all OGs. What else do I want us to go through? Yes, I found some barrels. So during the summer that just passed, I did not have my battle station. I did not have my main desktop computer where everything runs securely, and I can stream and I can share my screen, and that was the main reason I did not go live at all for those 2 months, because I was not home. I didn't have my studio. But during those 2-3 months during the summer, we had the Gen 3 SMB mint. So the Solana Monkey business released a third generation of NFTs. The popular and expensive SMBs are the Generation 2. Generation 1 were very few, and no real market was ever created. Also, SMB 1, Generation 1, was pre-Metaplex standard, pre-Candy Machine, which kind of made it harder for those NFTs to create any hype. It was impossible to list them all together in a marketplace. So technology was old. SMB Generation 2 was minted a few months later in August 2021 for a price of 2 Sol per mint, and their all-time high, I think, was 265 Solana per monkey, which was a lot of money, especially back then when Solana was $150 to $200, which didn't last much. And on that kind of hype, on that kind of narrative, just because Solana Monkey Business was actually one of the most successful communities, with lots of in real life events, with lots of cool founders, with initiatives, with their own validator. I met so many people. I vibed in so many places with SMB holders. I got merch. I was invited in clubs, in vacations, in so many cool things. So I believe I've had a net gain from. Of course, I have a net gain. You've seen the video. I minted this fucking monkey for 2 Solana, and I was bearish as fuck. But it paid out, and I still vibe well with the Solana Monkey Business people. I've had an amazing time in both breakpoints. They even hosted an amazing event in Greece together with the Grape people and Athens DAO. It was pretty good. So on that thought, I won 2 barrels. Yes, I won 2 barrels. I won them. I paid 10 Solana for the first and 12 Solana for the next. So I did not win them. I won the spot to hold one. And at the moment, the barrels are below that price. So the barrels at the moment are... let me see. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Catford. So yeah, I'm looking at the SMB barrels, and it is heartbreaking. It's under mint price. It's under whitelist mint price. So I got one because I hold a monkey, and I won one in one of the raffles for 12 Sol. Yes. So I've spent 12 Sol and I got 2 monkeys. So let's go. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have in this shitty wallet. Look at this. Look at all these NFTs I have. Let me close my stupid face so you can see the NFT collection because it's really endless. Like, look at this. Look at, and I'll tell you some of the highlights. Oh, look at this! I have 4 barrels. This is insane. This is insane. My God. So yeah, look at this. I have the bananas. These are the bananas from my friend who did the... Oh my God. His name is Nicola. My mind has stopped. An OG. This is an awesome NFT. I'll talk about this. Fuck. What's it called? I forgot the name and I cannot present it if I forgot the name. So this is Galactic Banana. Yes, the Galactic Bananas. The Galactic Bananas actually pay you about $15 a month per trimester. Let me switch on the camera. So yeah. The Galactic Bananas, let's go through the NFTs because it's an interesting... What the fuck are all these things? No, I don't want to list it. I want to see my inventory. Galactic Bananas. We need to talk about Galactic Bananas because it's an awesome NFT. It's one of the few NFTs which I really like because it redefines why this is an NFT and why not. Tony with no shirt, 3 of them. Lots of here. These are the Sharkify NFTs. These are the parrots. These are the fortune cookies. These are the primates. This is the unique NFT where you evolve it slowly. This is one of the very the Sharkify NFTs. One of the rarer ones, let's put it that way. What the fuck is that? Never seen it before. A Sol Me. This is old. If you want one of those in your wallet, the Sol Me's. The Sol Me's. The Yogi era, man, in Solo, Ceylon, bro. That was an insane era. Insane era. Like these guys. These guys. The Solarian cat, Sol Animals. Like, this is fucking old. This is special edition generation. Oh, look at this. They exist. They exist. It's pretty cool. And this is tensor.trade, but it's on the Monkey DAO URL. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, let's open one of these barrels. Let's open some barrels actually. Let's do it. I know somewhere on the SMB Twitter. Help me out, lovely friends. Help me out. Where do I open those barrels? Where do I open this? Alex Pertz, my friend. I really believed in the Solarians as well. But I have to say, I sold 2 Solarians for 27 Sol each. Back then when Solana was about $100. Rihu, I'm also holding for Dude Shake NFTs. Of course I'm still holding those as well. Let me see collectibles. So many, here it is. Look at this. Pixel dudes, I got 2 of them. Myself. I got 3 Primeapes. 3 Primeapes. Not 1, not 2. I got 6 bears reloaded. Because I believed in the team. Right? Where is Kimosabe? And why am I holding some Capitulator Goat? Why am I holding like a Frank the Gods NFT'd tweet? Here is my 2 Solarians. Oh, go back. I want to see my Solarian. Not activity. Solarians, here you are. Ah. Solarians. Go back. Hey, where this is some kind of bug. Is this some kind of bug? It has to be export secrets. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Lovely friends, where do I open these barrels? Aki Samano, are you for real still holding? Let me see. Yeah, that's the right wallet. Let's see here. Maybe it shows here. Where are my Solars? Where are my the desolate metaverse? I got mining drills from Star Atlas, Solmis and Solana monks. Insane. And then there is a bunch of collectibles that is like it's considered spam, but it's not all spam. Like most of it is spam, but I'm pretty sure my Solarians are listed as spam. Like, was this a real Solarian? Solarian Enforcer? No way. No fucking way. Can you guys help me on where can we open those Solana, those monkey barrels? Come on, barrels. That was a Solarian airdrop for holders. That's insane. That's insane. Here you go. Claim show. 1,000 barrels were available through pre-sale exclusive for DAO members. I did that. You can purchase via the marketplace. It's stored in Arweave. Okay. Mint date was August 3rd, 2021. I still have a video for that. Some legacy collectibles. So, okay. How? Where is it? Break your SMB barrel to see. How do I open it? Do you just click on anywhere? Come on, lovely friends, help me out. Give me. Nobody knows, eh? Nobody has actually done it. Okay, we are of this website. Let's see Mint. Or this tool. Are you eligible? On the DAO Discord. Okay, let's go to the DAO Discord. Let's see where it is. Solana Monkey Business. Where do I have this Solana Monkey Business? Let's see. Solana Monkey Business. Ooh, I'm not verified anymore, eh? Yes, please DM it to me on Discord and I will... Thank you, Shilon. Thank you so much, bro. Let's connect. Let's see what the fuck this has. Where's my ledger? Break your barrel. Let's see, lovely friends. Maybe I get something extremely expensive. The smart thing here, the only smart choice would be obviously not to open the barrel. So understand here, please, lovely friends, understand that I am not doing the optimal investment choice here. I'm obviously cracking those barrels for the lols. This is going to decrease the value of the NFT. Okay, so if I wanted to make money on this one, which I've already lost money, obviously, but if I wanted to have more chances of making money when and if the price actually goes up, then I will have to not crack the barrel. So let's connect the wallet. Let's do Phantom. Why not? Let's connect. I will unlock my wallet. You can look at my PIN. It doesn't matter. You need the device. So let's go. 4 barrels. Let's go one by one. Break 1 barrel. Prepare my mint. Let's go! So I'll lose the barrel and I'll get something unknown. Let's go. Let's hope I don't get my wallet drained or something. Breaking my barrel. Come on, what's going on? Break that barrel. Is that any good? Doesn't look any good. Let's tweet. Better late than never. So do you think the shades are here. So let's go, next one. Let's go! Break that barrel! Nice shades. We need to check the like, we're obviously not gonna look rarities unless we get a unique. There's no point. And you know what, lovely friends? Like, these barrels costed like 75, 80 Solana at some point. And this is always one, like, a reminder on why you need to zoom out. Zoom out. It's not nobody's chasing you. Like, it's not gonna go to 1 million. Okay, that's nice. It's slightly less fancy, but it has a nice outfit. I like the red monkey. So let's go again. Let's go again. And you know what? And then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about Frenzy and Friend Tech and a little bit about BitCloud and all these, like, versions of the same thing that people are wasting their money on. It's just stupid. Reject community, return to profitable. Yes, that should be the new motto. Not reject humanity.
Bot, don't pit.
Oh, Lalexperts is resuming the gifting. Come on, that's a clean monkey. A black monkey with green. Okay, clean. Really clean. Let's do the last one. Come on, give me a unique. I waited for so many months. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, no? Yeah, but Dano, you never cracked yours. Let's tweet about that. Really cool shit. So we finally opened our four barrels, and so from the 15,000 barrels, only 6,000 have been opened, like close to 1/3. So everybody else is just waiting. That's insane. Like, everybody has lost their appetite. And it's $5 each. Like, what are the mythic ones? So these are the mythic ones, okay. What about the legendary ones? These are the legendary ones. Did I get an epic? So I got an epic. Okay. Yeah, No, it's a rare one, most probably. It's a rare one. But it's a clean rare one. So I have no issue. Look at this. This is also clean. They're nice. They're nice. Like, oh, I can't deny it. The pixelated monkeys kinda grew on me. I hated the art in the beginning. I hated the way they looked. But it kind of grew on me. At the moment, the listed supply is 1,164 out of the 6,845 that have been opened. Way too many. So like about 15 to 20% of the supply is listed. That's way too much. Way too much. Doesn't inspire confidence. I have to say. So yeah, monkey business, Solana monkey business, to the moon. My hopes are not that high. I really hope that this stream is cut into a short video in 2 years, and then I can say, oh, what a beautiful mistake I made by buying this barrel, and look how much money we made by buying this barrel. Exactly as we did with the initial Solana monkey business and the original video, which has me wondering if I will ever manage to sell my SMB for more than 0.2 Solana. On the other hand, with 15,000 pieces, just as the Badano is mentioning on the chat, chances are extremely small that this is going to actually go anywhere. It really needs Solana to achieve mass adoption, and it needs to have a huge amount of people playing musical chairs. Because NFTs it's a version of musical chairs. Like, they only have value because people are not selling them. And if we see what is happening in the SMB, which has been the best Solana NFT community in terms of maybe Boogles. Boogles is also up there because Boogles is more personal here. Shout out to Ceylon, because it's important. Like, you buy these NFTs for the network. You buy these NFTs to belong to an elite team of investors, of degens, of money-losing experts, of party animals, of whatever. They should give you access to amazing events, just like the Boogles have, just like the SMBs have. Like Ceylon is here. Like, I would have said that even if Ceylon was not here. Like, the best party I went in any crypto event that I've gone to many crypto events. I've been to every continent. I've been on crypto events. The best was Ceylon's party. So it was a Google party. Of course, all the Solana OGs were there. I'm not rich enough to hold a Google. Maybe. But yeah, looking forward to Amsterdam, bro. Really looking forward to Amsterdam. But yeah, like, we all need to agree here that SMB Generation 3 didn't go as planned, didn't do that well, kind of diluted their holders, kind of diluted their floor price. Like, if we go to SMB Gen 1, SMB Gen 2, you see, 79. This has retained value. I mean, sure, it's not 150 floor like it used to be 6 months ago. But having, like, what I see here, 99. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 monkeys under the 100 Solana floor. That's pretty good, considering where we are during the market cycle, considering where NFTs went, and considering where how long SMB has managed to keep its price so high despite the terrible conditions. So overall, not that bad. Not, it's not amazing, but not that bad. On the same topic, but on a different note, I noticed that Lucid Drakes, one of those, it's on exchange.art. One of those collections that tried to copy what Boogles did, tried to do this. I am producing one NFT per week and I'm auctioning it out, and people who want to join this elite club can buy one. And the Lucid Drakes, I think it's exchange.art. Let's see. Exchange art Solana. There is a cat. There is a cat snoring somewhere close to my computer. I can hear the cat, but I can't see the cat, and it's really, really loud. Oh, and my camera just broke. Fuck. Here, I'll stay on this side. Woo! Stay this side. Let me see. GoPro. No. It's broken. What if I stand like that constantly? And here, I can always talk like that, and you'll never know that my camera has frozen. Right? Yeah, it's exchange.art. I really wanted to buy a Lucid Drake. Let's see. Lucid Drakes. Look at this. 82,000. 82,000, man. The Badano is asking, what is your price prediction for BTC by year end, my friend? Psh, year end. Not great. Not much higher. I think it's too easy to see a pump before Christmas. I think it's too optimistic. I think that the price of Bitcoin is going to be under $30,000 in Christmas. And I think as we're entering an election year in the US, and the Democrats will try to re-elect their guy, I don't think they're gonna try to do it in a bear market. I don't think they're gonna try to convince the deep pockets, the people that are active in the market, that hold a lot of securities and a lot of it's those that are actually feeding the system with their money, with the ones that are creating the volume in the stock markets. How can you? And of course, the shareholders of those companies, all these growth shares, all these tech companies, all these fintech experiments, all these guys need to make money. So I think that the moment, like the period that we start entering into a serious election campaign from the US candidates, that's when we'll see some kind of reversal in the interest rates, maybe some positive announcements from the Federal Reserve, something like that. And the moment there is a sign of a bull market, I think it's going to be explosive. People are waiting on the sidelines for anything that will guide them out of this hole. Will like anything that resembles to a light at the end of the tunnel, I think is going to be explosive. Spot ETF. There's not going to be any ETF. ETFs, as long as we have Gary Gensler, as long as we have the same kind of mentality in the Security and Exchange Commission, because they have they've taken the steps they've decided to take, because they've been rejecting ETFs since 2014, I cannot confidently predict that there is going to be anything different. Like, I'll put it that way. Eventually, ETF is going to be approved. But there is no indication that it will be approved this year or the next. There's just no indication. There were many indications during bull market that we would have an approved ETF, an exchange traded fund. So a packaged Bitcoin into some kind of security, which is backed by real Bitcoin, of course. I don't want to play any contract of difference and call it ETF. No, it needs to be a real ETF, and it needs to be in the US market. We've seen ETFs in the Canadian market. We've seen ETFs in the Scandinavian market. We want to see it in the biggest market of the world, which is the US. You should not play that. Even if you're sure, you're fucking sure. Man, there was this day. Bitcoin was at $890. I was so sure the ETF is going to pass. The Winklevoss ETF, I was so sure. I forgot. Here we are. The Winklevoss ETF, I was so fucking sure it would pass. And it was a Friday night in my local time. That was like 1:30 at night, in the morning, while in the US it was, I don't know, 5:30 in the afternoon. And the ETF approvals or denials were always published before the SEC, the Federal Reserve, closed for weekend. So we were expecting it to pass. And of course they would pass it a little bit after the markets have closed on a Friday night, just to catch everyone with their pants down and have them wait for the weekend before they can ape into the new ETF, the new Bitcoin vehicle. And guess what happened? At 6:15, the ETF was denied, and Bitcoin went from 870 to 1,100, and then back to $800. And I remember I played this move with a ton of leverage, and I lost all my money while I was evangelizing, while I was pushing the message that the ETF will not pass. I believed in the FOMO, I believed in the hopium, took a sip, and took a position that supported the ETF passing. And of course, I lost. Tripper is asking, Wales, I hear your thought about... I don't see. I hear your thought about the pockets are in bonds, and bonds are printing at the moment. Man, anything that's not risky at the moment is going to make you money. Safe investments. Safe investment. Why safe investments? And yes, government bonds, dude, this is the safest investment you can get. Especially if we're talking about American, US bonds, US government bonds. Now, are we talking about grains bonds or some kind of other weird vehicle? Then we're talking a different story. But if we're talking about bonds, then we're talking about the safest asset in the world. Yeah, one of the safest assets in the world. So, it's the same idea with growth versus value stocks. Growth stocks are your Teslas, are your tech companies that you're gonna buy them X, but because the technology they're building has not been realized yet, the real price is 10x. So Tesla was trading at $65, and then suddenly the market got access to money and to cheap money, because the market has always access to money, but it had cheap money, access to cheap money because of COVID. The government was giving away money. And guess what? Everybody believed that Tesla was way ahead of its time. So everybody went and bought Tesla because they thought that the real price is way, way higher than what it used to reflect at that point in time. So that's exactly what was happening with cryptocurrency markets. People were optimistic that cryptocurrencies were undervalued because they promised a technology that had not been realized yet. The opposite story holds with value stocks. What is value stock? A value stock is a stock that will retain its value. What is a value stock? Any financial. So if you're buying stock of some banking industry, some banking branch, how do you call it, banking organization, you're buying, I don't know, Santander, you're buying Rabobank, you're buying Bank of America, I don't know, you're buying something like that, you're buying, what's called, Berkshire Hathaway. So you're buying these financial companies or real estate companies or companies that have some kind of portfolio that reflect that is, yes, it's illiquid, but its value is indisputable, meaning if you buy a real estate megacorp, then yeah, real estate, no matter what happens to the market, is going to be valued, for sure. So I believe that it's not by belief, this is like the ABC of investing. On the bear market, you want to be holding value stocks, and in the bull market, you want to be holding growth stocks. So you want to be holding financials and safe stuff when it's terrible conditions, and you want to be taking risk when there are optimal conditions. So I think that, yeah, whoever bought value stocks at the peak of the previous bull run did the best move, because he's still making money. And if not making money, he has not been shaken out. He still has a portfolio that is worth something. The Badano says, Tipper says, I'm saying it because you mentioned election year and deep pockets want a bull market. Bro, American politics have made me so bearish. Since 2021 was my first cycle, I hope I'm just stupid and cycle theory is true and money just flows in. No, dude, for sure, cycle theory is true. For sure, in markets. So yes, markets go in circles. There is, man, like think about it, like zoom out. Like, when something goes up, it's gonna go down afterwards. Same goes with the macroeconomy. Same goes with bulls and bears, with busts and booms, with like at some point the market is going to be so low that it has to go up. And at some point, like, bad times don't last forever. Good times don't last forever. No times last forever. Nothing lasts forever. In the same notion, bull markets cannot last forever and bear markets cannot last forever. Now, are we talking about cycle theory in the same assets? Or we're talking in the same asset class? Because we're talking about asset class, then it's sure. with assets, nothing is guaranteed. Like, again, even the lingo we're using is important. We never talk about impermanent loss in markets. You know, like, although it is impermanent loss, but not all assets are going to bounce back. Especially if we are talking about traditional assets where they're not going to be manipulated. They can issue more stock. They can split the stock. They can do tricks to make the price go up, but the distribution goes higher. There's going to be the cycle is going to turn. When interest rates drop, won't bonds go up in value as well? When rates go up, yeah, sure, but less than other assets, and that's the whole idea. Yes, because money is cheaper, and because bonds is kind of refinancing the state. The state has access to cheap money as well, not only investors. So yes, bonds are going to go up. Government bonds are going to go up. We're not talking about bonds that are not in dollar value. We're not going to talk anything about gold bonds. I've seen some exotic vehicles. We're talking about the most traditional, less risky thing in the world. Yes, it's going to go up, but no, it's not going to make you rich. It's exactly what we were talking about, diversification versus holding very few assets versus going all in on stuff. One is going to make you rich or poor. The other is not. The other is not gonna allow you to lose your money to get shaken out, but it's not gonna help you win either. The Badon, if I'm holding a 5% of 5% interest of a 10-year bond, and the drop rate, the rate drops by 2%, yes, your bond will be worth more because you lent money to the state, to the government, and when the government is repaying you back in a dollar that is more expensive than the one you gave. So yes, you're also going up. I see we're past the 1.5 hour marks. I'm gonna close it somewhere here. What I want to remind you guys, because I didn't do it last week. Even my camera is dead. So yeah, we'll do it. I didn't want to say it last week because I don't want to promote any of those social tokens, monetize your friends, monetize influencers, BitCloud, Frenzy, friend market, what's it called? Frenzy, yeah, where you can't even sign with Ledger. Fucking shit. Yeah, unlock your Ledger. Frenzy and I want to remind you firstly, guys, that this is again Friend Tech. Yes, the Ethereum one where you have to download the application. First, I didn't want to promote it last week. I even have it. Someone has created the market cap for me and it's like worth 2 Solana. Do not fall for this. As we covered BitCloud when it was happening, and I told you this is never gonna go anywhere. This is not a new thing. We've seen it again and again. Now we see a new version of it. We saw a version on Ethereum where you create a market, you sell keys, you auction keys and people can get into a chat with you and you can have a group chat and it can be very exclusive. And if you pay enough, you can talk with some influencer and this and that. The only people that are going to make money are the people that already have huge followings. The average Joe is never going to make any money. Most probably they're going to lose money because in order to get into this system, they're going to buy a few shares in order to play around and get into the whole narrative, the whole idea where you're going to make friends on the platform and you're going to be a community holder and you're going to be holding bags as always. So this is not new. There is no edge. There is no monetization. There is no way, if you are not some huge influencer, if you are not some kind of esports, I don't know, the FaZe Crew or Logan Paul or something stupidly big, to make any money from that. So be careful. Like, yeah, if you're doing it for the lols with your friends and you're spending $2, $3, $4, $5, go for it. Play around. Have some fun. It costs nothing, really. Like you go for a beer and you're gonna pay for $5 at least, and you're gonna chug it in 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, spend $5 playing around with platforms, but do not take the pill. Don't think that this is going to make you any money. There is no way by tokenizing Twitter accounts and belonging into groups you're gonna make money with your 150 followers, with your 1,000 followers, with your 5,000 followers, with your 15,000 followers. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So all the cameras are broken. So be careful out there. I see Tripper here. He says, guys, Binance stopped fiat withdrawals. I will check it. And if it's a lie, I will not. I will be upset. So Binance fiat. No, nothing. Latest, let's see. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Maybe true. Maybe you're the first. Card withdrawals. That's a different issue. So, lots of card issues in Europe. In Europe, lots of card issues. I don't know where you're located, Tripper. If you're in Europe, the European Commission, well, I don't know whatever this commission is called, they kind of send some memos to many clearinghouses. Yeah, you're in Europe. Yep. I had the same issue. I had the same issue with 3 different card operators. So I guess that Binance is one of the card operators, one of the companies that was using card operators in Lithuania, Estonia, some Baltic country up there, and there were some issues with the local government being kind of punished by something happened with their licensing. So they pulled the Visa licensing from a couple of companies that offer the services to crypto banks. So I had the same issue with Wirex. I had the same issue with Curve. I had the same issue with Binance. They're gonna fix it. I use Kraken, so Kraken is my go-to fiat withdrawal is Kraken. That's where I always do SEPA transactions. I only sell crypto and get money to my bank account. So I use Kraken for that, always. Another way to check it is check if you can create a virtual card in Binance and then go to curve.so, which is a card aggregator, add that virtual card to your Curve card, and it works. So try curve.so, which is a card aggregator, and virtual cards usually still work, and you can turn a virtual card into a plastic card. Let me see, do I have my wallet? Yes, I have my wallet here. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you before I close because it's super interesting. So I had a Wirex card. Wirex lost its license and stopped working. I created a virtual Wirex, virtual. And virtual Wirexes have a different provider. But virtual, you can't use it in ATMs. You can't use it in Apple Pay. You can't do a bunch of things. And then you go to Curve. You go to curve.so, which is a card aggregator. And you add the virtual card inside the plastic card. And it works. So if you're having issues, it's mind-blowing the fact that it works. So if you have any issues with physical cards, but you can still use virtual, you can turn your virtual into physical with curve.so. So, how many days for a SEPA to come through? In Kraken? Under 2 hours if it is a working day. If it's not a working day or during random hours, then it takes 24, like until the next working day. But I've seen Kraken withdrawals come within 30 minutes to my bank account. It's been mind-blowing. They have a new transaction. It's not called SEPA. They call it somehow something else. This is fast payments. But give it a try on Kraken. Less than 30-minute SEPA. SEPA. It's called something else. I don't remember the name. But you'll see. It gives you the option for SEPA, but it gives you the option for something even faster, which I totally recommend. Not enough time to cover the social platforms and why this is never going to make you any money. Like, I'm just telling you that this is not going to happen, but I don't have time to actually go deep into it. And what I also want to do, I wanted to go check DeFi Land, because I know they've released some new cool shit. I haven't logged in my farm for like 2 years, and would have been very fun to do it all together. But I'll save it for the next episode. I'll see you guys on Sunday nights. I'll make a post in order to remind it to everybody. And if it doesn't happen for some weird magical reason Sunday night, as always, Wednesdays, 5:30 UTC. It's 8:30 local time for me. I'm in Greece, and that's it, lovely friends. I'll see you very, very soon. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on YouTube. You can catch me on Twitch, on Discord, on any of those lovely communities that we all are a part of. Just text me and I'll reply. Thank you for the good luck on the barrel opening. Let's hope that it's gonna at least 10x. Because if it doesn't 10x, then let it stay in my wallet. And go check Dean's List. Go check how to make money in the Web3, how to get employed in the Web3 space. And that's it. That's it. I hope I see lots of people on Breakpoint, and I really hope some of you guys are participating in the Hyperdrive Hackathon, which is an awesome hackathon that is organized by the Solana Foundation once again. And on that note, let me also, for the closing, let's make a... Here we go. Now the camera works. And on that note, I love you all, friends. No, that way. Take care, friends. I love you all. Make sure not to get shaken out. Please, 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 send me some topics that you want to cover. Because you know what happens? I prepare topics, like I prepared DeFi Land, I prepared the social platforms and how to buy and sell your friends. And because we had cooler things, more important things to discuss, we ended up not really covering them, which it doesn't matter at all for me. But I would love to be prepared for anything you ask me. And maybe my strength is to never be prepared. Maybe that's how I actually have fun shows. If I'm not prepared, if I'm prepared, it doesn't go well. I don't know. Stay safe, stay lovely, stay rich, stay smiley. Help your friends, help your family. Don't buy shitcoins. Say no to shitcoins. Say no to shitty NFTs. Say no to rugs. Say no to being community members. Say no to holding bags. Say no to hopium. Say yes to Wales friend.